You're watching The Mic Check on every Monday afternoon at 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern.
Hello and welcome everybody to this week's Mic Check. Pardon the echo, I am currently in a hotel room. I can't really control that right now. I didn't have all of my mobile setup going, but hey, apparently it's recording all right, so who cares? Yeah. Really quick though, today this Mic Check was recorded on Veterans Day, and I would like to thank all of our military veterans out there who have served the United States. Like I have a military family, and I greatly appreciate the work that you guys do, all of you. So thank you very much for everything that you've done from the bottom of our hearts. But today we're focusing a little bit more on generally, the holiday season right now. Today is going to be a fictitious. This one was made up. It was written. You're not going to find it anywhere. It's not officially endorsed by the company or anything. But today we're going to be going over a script for. Oh, that was the wrong thing to do. Pumpkin spice tacos from Taco Bell. So Devin has volunteered to go first. Devin, why don't you go ahead and take it away?
All right. This autumn, Taco Bell is serving up something just a little different. Well, different for us anyway. Now through December 1st, grab a crispy pumpkin spice taco at participating Taco Bell restaurants. No, we haven't completely lost our minds. The crispy pumpkin spice taco is for dessert. Sweet cinnamon goodness with a thin sheen of pumpkin glaze wrapped up in a soft, mouth-watering pepita roll. And you thought you'd seen everything this season can deliver. Ha! The crispy pumpkin spice taco. Only 99 cents and only at Taco Bell. And
all right, who's going next?
Janet.
Oh, all right. Let's see. This autumn, Taco Bell is serving up something just a little different. Well, different for us anyway. Now through December 1st, grab a crispy pumpkin spice taco at participating Taco Bell restaurants. No, we haven't completely lost our minds. The crispy pumpkin spice taco is for dessert. Sweet cinnamon goodness with a thin sheen of pumpkin glaze wrapped up in a soft, mouth-watering pepita roll. And you thought you'd seen everything this season can deliver. The crispy pumpkin spice taco, only 99 cents and only at Taco Bell.
All right,
Nathan.
Yeah, who's up next? Oh, Nathan's up next. And Nathan has pulled a Richard.
Well, since Richard's not here tonight, I filled in for him. Okay.
He's
In
here in
honor.
spirit.
This autumn, Taco Bell is serving up something just a little different. Well, different for us anyway. Now through December 1st, grab a crispy pumpkin spice taco at participating Taco Bell restaurants. No, we haven't completely lost our minds. The crispy pumpkin spice taco is for dessert. Sweet cinnamon goodness with a thin sheet of pumpkin glaze wrapped up in a soft, mouth-watering pepita roll. And you thought you'd seen everything this season can deliver. Ha! The crispy pumpkin spice taco, only 99 cents and only at Taco Bell. Dan.
All right. This autumn, Taco Bell is serving up something just a little different. Well, different for us anyway. Now through December 1st, grab a crispy pumpkin spice taco at participating Taco Bell restaurants. No, we haven't completely lost our mind. The crispy pumpkin spice taco is for dessert. Sweet cinnamon goodness with a thin sheen of pumpkin glaze wrapped up in a soft, mouth-watering pepita roll. And you thought you'd seen everything the season can deliver. Ha! The crispy pumpkin spice taco. Only 99 cents and only at Taco Bell. Michael.
All right. This autumn, Taco Bell is serving up something just a little different. Well, different for us anyway. Now through December 1st, grab a crispy pumpkin spice taco at participating Taco Bell restaurants. No, we haven't completely lost our minds. The crispy pumpkin spice taco is for dessert. Sweet cinnamon goodness with a thin sheen of pumpkin glaze wrapped up in a soft, mouth-watering pepita roll. And you thought you'd seen everything the season can deliver. The crispy pumpkin spice taco, only 99 cents, and only at Taco Bell. Let's see. Phil, can you read for us?
Yes, I can. This autumn, Taco Bell is serving up something just a little different. Well, different for us anyway. Now through December 1st, grab a crispy pumpkin spice taco at participating Taco Bell restaurants. No, we haven't completely lost our minds. The crispy pumpkin spice taco is for dessert. Sweet cinnamon goodness with a thin sheet of pumpkin glaze wrapped up in a soft, mouth-watering pepita roll. And you thought you'd seen everything. Pick up. And you thought you'd seen everything this season can deliver. The crispy pumpkin spice taco, only 99 cents and only at Taco Bell. Frank?
Okay. This autumn, Taco Bell is serving up something just a little different. Well, different for us, anyway. Now through December 1st, grab a crispy pumpkin spice taco at participating Taco Bell restaurants. No, we haven't completely lost our minds. The crispy pumpkin spice taco is for dessert. Sweet cinnamon goodness with a thin sheen of pumpkin glaze wrapped up in a soft, mouth-watering pepita roll. And you thought you'd seen everything this season can deliver. Ha! The crispy pumpkin spice taco, only 99 cents, and only at Taco Bell. Is there anybody we haven't gone to that wants to read?
Let's see.
Paula?
Galena is just going to be observing, but yeah, Paula, would you like to give this a try if you're on?
I'm going to say that's a no.
I can try.
Oh, there she is.
Okay.
Can you increase the volume on your hand?
I mean,
Can you
if you just want to observe today, you're more than welcome to.
Sure.
No, but you're here right now.
No, there's no pressure. There's no pressure. If you don't want to, that's totally cool.
Yeah.
And when you're here, your family.
Well, that's okay if you don't want to. No worries.
Okay.
All right.
There's no pros here. Well, I mean, there is, but today.
Excuse me.
Okay, Phil. I'm sorry. It sounded like you didn't finish. I didn't notice that you muted.
He muted himself.
Well, let's go ahead and let's talk about the script, shall we?
Okay.
So, what were some things that people noticed about the script? What were some things that stood
We
out to you?
all
that caught
ignored
your
the
attention?
ellipsis. We all
Okay.
ignored the ellipsis.
The what?
The what? What did we
Ellipsis.
ignore?
The ellipses,
three dot
the dot,
thingies.
dot. Anything else? Was there any other anything you might have noticed about any of the performances?
I don't know.
See, something that I noticed was that the directions really weren't paid too close attention to, because this was to be read fairly calm and relaxed, almost like just
There was directions.
nonchalant. Yeah, there's directions up at the top of the script.
Yeah. More laid back and
Somebody's not paying attention to the script.
I don't read it
Uh-oh.
until after I read it the first time anyway.
No, but yeah, I think the directions were definitely
Oh, yeah, look at that.
not really held very close to.
No, they weren't.
did I miss it? I usually am over the top, but I actually tried to do cool and relaxed. Did I not even get in the zone?
Not quite. You were still a little bit more
Dang.
energetic than I thought.
In my head, I relax. Okay.
Yeah,
Maybe I should have one of Dan's beers.
Yeah.
I've got something to share. You want one? I'll send it to you.
Hand it over.
All right, yeah, you could go ahead and arrange that outside of the mic check, no problem. Just here, we're all
Okay.
about VO. So have you all seen Taco Bell commercials just in general?
Oh yes.
No, I
No.
don't think
No?
I have.
Okay.
I don't think
For
so.
years.
Yeah. No.
Okay,
I still
because
remember the 70s, 80s.
well,
I
most
think
of
it
the
changed
Taco
since
Bell. They
The
changed a
open
little
lake
bit.
commercials. That's the ones I see. Is the open lake commercials. Those are the only ones I see.
But
anymore.
most of the Taco Bell commercials that are out there are usually they like to hire a lot of younger actors for them. Generally, a lot more laid back, a lot more like it says in the directions, sort of urban style reads, which is mostly just calm, nonchalant, cool, collected through the whole thing. It's sort of like a I don't know, this kind of like just completely
I like to-
relaxed delivery to the whole thing.
I can use those.
I like to call it like the postmodern ennui. I've noticed a lot of them, they sound almost so relaxed that they just don't give a crap in a lot of the millennial
That's-
reads.
The millennial
That's
read.
Almost. That's almost.
The millennial.
Like
That's-
they're
what
only
I've heard it
20.
called.
but-
We need the millennial read from you. Can we get a millennial read?
Well, the thing is in order to typify that, let's talk about that. Like, what are some defining aspects when you think of that sort of like younger millennial style read?
The vocal fry.
Hipster, vocal fry.
Vocal fry.
Let's talk about this autumn.
Not a lot of inflection.
Taco Bell is serving
Be
up.
almost nearly yelling at the microphone. I don't know. There's a microphone in front of me, and I think you can't hear, old man. That kind of read. How much reality TV has any one of us seen in here? Okay,
Hero.
the confession room thing. My wife loves to watch reality TV, specifically like Big Brother, and their confession room thing. For me, it's like kind of like nails on a chalkboard. But they'll sit in that confession room, and I know they're mic'd with something that can pick them up from a mile away. But they will sit in that confession room, and they will sit back there, and they'll talk like the microphone can't even hear them like this. I mean, I can't stand how this person's acting.
Yeah, okay.
Here. I'm gonna vote them off. You know, that sort of thing.
That's not the what we're.
But yeah,
talking about, though.
that's definitely more of a reality TV thing because they're all supposed to be characters and the like.
Yeah.
I think a lot of what especially Taco Bell, because they do hire a lot of this kind of read specifically. They'd be looking for somebody who's really sort of laid back, who's really like just calm, cool, and relaxed, not super over the top, not super excited about it. Like it's really just sort of straightforward, direct. I'm trying to come up with other ways to describe it, but
Dan.
They don't have a lot of inflection. They don't have a lot of inflection. It's more like a. If it were a
it's
you
pretty
call one of
steady.
those little monitors.
Yeah, I mean there is a little bit, obviously, because I mean it's still a sales. It's still a sales read. But it's relatively flat in general. Is that kind of sort of modern? Well, maybe not so much modern, but definitely more urban flair, younger style read.
Maybe a little bit of fry.
I don't think a little bit of fry would really work out for this.
I don't do anything.
You just want to do your fry.
I just wanted to do the fry.
My only fry says, "Shut up and take my money."
Alrighty then. So let's go ahead and get into the script itself. Let's talk about the different parts of it. So if this is going to be more of that sort of calm, relaxed style of read, let's talk about the general pacing. How fast should this be?
Pretty slow then.
Well, man.
If it's a 30,
I
it's
got
still
my
going to
head
have to
wrong.
be pretty quick.
Yeah, if it's a 30-second script, it would be.
Yeah, but it's in nonchalant manner, so I think that would make it a little slower.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
thinking
but it's just to
maybe-
try and fit it all into a 30 is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Well,
okay.
it strikes me as a little more flexible of a spot, more like a radio spot that kind of tweaks over just a little. And
Yeah, that was actually going to be my next question. Is what audience do you
does
think
look-
is going to be
I
Yeah,
think this
'cause-
is definitely a radio
hearing
spot.
this?
as descriptive as it is, it feels like a radio spot.
Yeah, this one could be a little bit 50-50. Like I could see this sort of being a TV spot as well, but
Yeah.
generally it's written like a radio spot.
Yeah, I mean, I could see them cutting it up to make it fit for television,
Mhm.
but it would have to be sliced a few ways to make it work for TV, just to fit in that tight 30-second,
Mhm.
type of
Mhm.
frame that TV demands.
So then let's go ahead and approach this as specifically a radio script.
Okay.
Can everybody agree with that?
Oh yeah.
Sure.
So what does radio script really entail? Well, generally you are up front, you are the character, which means you don't have to try to play to any imagery or anything like that. It's all about you. You're front and center in this whole thing. So it's if you want to express your character a little bit more than you have before, you're more than welcome to do that. I think that would fit really well in this. If you want to even slow it down just a hair, like really let every little bit and piece of this sort of flow and be its own thing, do it. One of the other things that I noticed is when we were going through the description of the actual, pumpkin spice taco
The
itself.
sweet cinnamon goodness.
Yeah, when you
with-
start off with sweet cinnamon goodness and then finishing in pumpkin glaze, I noticed a lot of like slowing down and the whole thing. When
Mhm.
maybe with this style of read, I don't know if that's 100% really necessary. In fact, that might come off as a little bit more salesy than a client like Taco Bell would generally go for.
Huh?
So you can even be a little bit more downplayed on that too. Like just let the words do the work for you. Like don't try to play it up too much. Sweet cinnamon goodness and a thin sheet of pumpkin glaze wrapped up in a soft, mouth-watering pepita roll. Like
Well, the way it's written is a salesy kind of read. Even it's not
Mhm.
the way people would talk.
Right.
That's
well,
why
I
they
mean,
that's why they ask for the ridiculous in a serious but nonchalant manner.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Because
That's what
nobody
they're at.
talks like that.
Yeah. Then again, there's rarely ever that we have a script where somebody actually talks like that. Even scripts that are supposed to be dialogue scripts.
That's true.
Like, I don't know. I don't know of anybody who actually does the whole like stuttering, like thank you or sorry sort of thing.
No, it's I'm sorry.
Yeah,
It's not, I'm
yeah,
sorry.
exactly. It's not like I'm so sorry or thank you.
Yeah.
Just an example though. Yeah, it's always written like these are obviously overwritten. Most commercials are, and I think many coaches that you're going to work with will agree that the vast majority of these are quite overwritten, and for whatever reasons, but whatever. That's kind of what we have to deal with as voice actors, anyways. Okay, so let's see, what else is there? So we talked about who our audience is going to be. Let's talk a little bit about our character. So the direction says cool and relaxed with an urban flair to the sound. The read should sound like your cool friend describing something totally ridiculous in a serious but nonchalant manner. Let's break that down, even just for yourself a little bit. Like, what would you be thinking? Like, let's say, do you guys have a friend who sort of like almost flippantly talks about crazy things at times?
Yeah, that's me.
And me.
Actually, I talk about crazy things at times. So
Not you, Nathan. No,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah,
No, not Nathan.
I make use
What?
out of that though.
Saying
Oh,
you know
seriously,
somebody or being that somebody is completely different.
True.
Well,
I
being
am
that
that
somebody,
friend.
actually, I was actually thinking, Dan, this would be a good read for you, just sort of like calm, regular, normal
Yeah.
read. Galena typed in the chat a little while ago, dude, like
Dude.
like a dude read. Yeah, total dude read.
Dude, read.
So yeah, just think about that. Think about your character. Think about somebody who's like that, who talks about like crazy things, but it's like, no, it's totally real. Like I'm being totally serious here. Just check this out. But it's not like way over the top about it. That's the kind of feel that you're supposed to have for this particular script.
It
So
almost sounds like the way when I read it, I keep on thinking this guy's being sarcastic. Every time I just getting it down to the crispy pumpkin spice taco, just from there down or up, it looks like he's just being sarcastic. To me in my head, when I read it, well, we haven't completely lost our minds. I know it's not.
I think that would work. Well, I think that could work actually. Maybe a little bit of sass in there too. Like, you know, because they're obviously assuming that, you know, the listener believes that, okay, so Taco Bell has officially gone crazy. No, we haven't completely lost our minds. You know, completely being the operative word in there.
Yeah. How we haven't completely lost our minds.
So that brings up you brought up though another good point there. That ha at the very end.
Yeah.
Who was thrown off by that?
I am.
Give me a little hand raise if you were thrown off by that little ha
Yeah.
at the very end.
It's weird.
Okay.
It's
So,
weird.
yes, it is. And again, these are written very, very, very strangely. But let's talk about that. So if we're going to have this character, go ahead.
Well, yeah, I was gonna go. You go ahead. I was actually gonna say something about what you're about to say anyway. So go ahead.
No, let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Okay, so when you're asking, you know, hey, do you think that's all that's on the menu? Ha! Do you think that's that you're gonna get that job? Ha! You know, I mean, it's a reactive ha, not like a
but
like a laugh.
So what I was going to say is there's always this tendency that I notice to stick really, 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 really closely to the script in really weird places. Like,
Right.
like there's a lot of flexibility that some people do, like a lot of liberties that some take. Nathan, for example, I'm going to put you on the spot here. Nathan has a really funny habit of totally ignoring punctuation, just completely ignoring it. It's gone. Punctuation be gone. That's Nathan's approach at times.
Yeah, I
but-
kind of learned that from somebody too.
But when it comes to things like this ha, like I don't know, some of the aside noises, like I don't know. There's these little details that I find it's really funny that people stick super, super, super close to. And I don't think that's totally necessary. So, Dan, I totally agree that that's more of a reactive ha, but I don't believe that it's an actual physical ha. I don't think it's a straight up, you know, like ha.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
You know, I think it's more of just like a chuckle, a snort, you know, some sort of derisive, like, and you think you've seen everything the season has to offer, you know, like whatever. It's more of a whatever noise. So I think that's it was written HA, but the intent is you're reacting negatively to or sarcastically to what is happening on screen there.
Okay. One other thing I have to say is I think the crispy spot right after the ha, it should be a break in the line because that looks like that's your instead of like ha, the crispy not run into it. It should be a break in the line there. You know what I mean?
Okay. Well,
Because,
if you
well,
have it,
because you're doing your final sale at the crispy pumpkin spice taco, only 99 cents at Taco Bell, where the ha, it's right there in front of it. I know it threw a bunch of people off when I heard it. They went, ha, the crispy, you know, they went straight through it.
Yeah. You see, so this is where I think the idea of improv really comes into play, especially for any kind of script, because this is supposed to be you being a character and making the story make sense, and these aren't always written to make the story make sense. You know what I mean? Like you know, all of it being squished together like this. This is how I got it, by the way. All of it being squished together like this, though, it doesn't always necessarily fit. Maybe there are line breaks that you're supposed to add in there for yourself. For instance, well, different for us anyway. You can have a slight break after different for us anyway. Now through December 1st, because you're going into something totally different. Heck, every single one of these lines could technically be broken up on its own. So, you know, feel free to make the story make sense in your head, more so than sticking directly to what the script says there. This is going to be a huge difference between landing work as a voice actor and not. I mean, I'm still struggling with this myself at times, but it's allowing yourself to really pay more closer attention to the story, what's trying to be sold, what's trying to be said, rather than specifically what is on the page. If they needed something transliterated directly from the page, I mean, they could have gone to Fiverr. But this is you're trying to, you're telling a story here. The story is, you thought you saw everything, and you definitely haven't. Taco Bell's got something for you that you've never seen before. So come check this out. I'm going to walk you through it. It sounds ridiculous, but it's totally real. That's sort of the feel in the story that you're supposed to maintain. So if you need to add breaks, if you need to add different punctuation to sort of make that make more sense, especially for you when you're reading it, you should do it. So does anybody have anything else that they'd like to say? Any questions? Anything from anybody in the group? You're all welcome to speak.
I just get confused. I don't get confused. I don't know what they really mean. I know we discussed it, but about with an urban flair. What is, you know what I mean? What does that mean? An urban flair. What does that mean?
Well, let's talk about it. What does it mean to everybody else here in the group? What do you kind of get when you read that urban flair?
I usually ignore the localized like urban flares. Pretty much.
I mean, I get so paranoid. I'm thinking, oh, they want somebody in their 20s and 30s.
Yes, that is true. They
Oh,
do
is
want
that
something.
okay?
Yeah.
So I don't ever do those auditions. When I see the word urban, I'm like, forget it. I don't have that voice. But I just wondered what else urban flair, I mean, could mean. Man, like what are they? I don't know what.
Well,
I
again,
usually think,
so it was sort of expanded upon a little bit in. Oh, sorry, Galina, go ahead. What were you going to say?
Oh, I'll wait for you to finish.
Okay. Well, I mean, the direction sort of expanded upon it a little bit in the whole, like, it's the sort of nonchalant attitude approach in the whole thing.
Okay.
It's like, it's not a huge deal. It's not a big deal. Like, this is nothing super major, which is so it's supposed to be the sort of like calm, relaxed, cool read.
Okay.
Anyway, Kalina, what were you going to say?
I was just going to say about the urban flair. If I was to describe a character that has urban flair, I would say it was an individual who was just really outdoorsy, really, really laid back, somebody that lives day to day, just experiencing just whatever makes them happy. There's just no commitment to anything. And so everything's just cool and laid back. They're going to go to the beach. They're going to, do some waves. And then, if they see some friends, then they'll just kind of ride with them and see what they're doing. And then, they just don't follow a direction. So there's no rush to it. There's no urgency. But it's something that is interesting. So, if they're out and about and they see somebody doing something, and they'll be like, hey, man, let's check that out. Let's go see what's over there. Man, this is really, really cool. I like, just inquisitive type of individual. That is what I would say is urban flair. So just somebody that's kind of edgy, just kind of relaxed about everything and just goes with the flow.
So in other words, what old people call a bum.
Pretty much.
Sure, why not?
A beach bum.
but I don't see them as outdoorsy. It says urban, so I'm thinking more someone who's getting it on the VIP list in that party, and they're on the celebrity list, and they're getting in. They're the it factor and all that. They're too cool for school.
Too cool.
Hey, man, it's the rave.
I like that. But does that sort of help out a little bit? Does that give you a little bit more of an idea of what it is? Yeah, it's this
relax
sort of
though.
like the relaxed, sort of go with the flow kind of read.
Yeah,
that's sort of what we're going with. Like, hey, check this out. This is going to sound crazy, but believe me, pumpkin spice tacos from Taco Bell. I know, it sounds like we're crazy, but we're not. Pumpkin spice tacos from Taco Bell. Check this out. So it's gonna be that kind of feeling. Just totally laid back, totally go with the flow.
Okay.
There. Does anybody else have any other questions, any other comments or anything about the script, about the read, about anything? How was your day? I'm just kidding.
Don't ask. I
Busy.
hate the auditioning by myself all the time. It gets to me. That's why I'm glad I've got this on Monday nights, because I'm alone all day. I'm auditioning alone all day. Then I leave the booth and I go to my computer and I'm alone. And I mean, I'm so grateful that, you know, there's VoiceOver Insider Connect, and I've connected with a few people on Facebook that are, you know, into voiceover, that do it every day. But I don't think I could do this without having an outreach of people around me.
Yeah.
No, really,
No,
it's, you know, I don't know if it's
Yeah.
my age. It could be my age, you know.
No. Nobody gets better in a vacuum. Honestly, like you're not going to improve just solo. Like there's only so far you can go.
Yeah.
That's why we always say that's the main reason why I always say this isn't coaching, this is practice. We want you to have coaching wherever, whenever, and however possible. Get yourself coaching it. Go and meet somebody, find somebody who, you know, who does coaching, who's really close to the industry. We've worked with plenty of people ourselves. We're more than welcome to, you know, we're more than happy to send you information and ideas. But there's a reason for that. It's because you want to know how to make it from people who've made it, or people who've helped people make it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
Like that's what you're really going for. That's what you really want to do. So,
and we haven't
like I
made
said-
it. We love it. We live it, but we haven't made it.
Yeah, we haven't made it quite yet. We're all working at it. We're all at different points. But
No,
this
I
is
know.
practice.
I know.
Yeah.
Keith Harris
I-
is he's my voice coach, and I haven't had him in almost 3 weeks now because he's in Israel, but he wants to work with me in Israel. He's doing an opera there. But whenever I have a class with him, I am pumped all day long.
Yeah.
Every time. And then the next day comes and I'm a little pumped, and then all of a sudden it starts to go. I'm like, oh no, I'm losing my oomph, and everything I see is business, corporate, business, corporate, business. You know, I just did one for a landfill. I got $100, a landfill. But he liked it, and, you know, I'm glad I got it. But was I thrilled about the read? You know what I mean? I don't get excited like I can with certain different types of reads. Like, I don't know what kind. I guess I'm stuck on documentaries and seniors and villains. And I've got to open my, whatever to
Your repertoire.
Yeah, to be more open-minded. I don't know how to stop this feeling when I open up and see an audition and it says, you know, this is a textbook for Dixie cups, you know, and we want to, you know, you teach us how to, you know, put them into the dispenser. I'm like, come on, no, I don't want to do that. I want to do something fun, man. You know.
Well, maybe we'll have to get another one here on e-learning again.
Huh?
Maybe we'll have to have another mic check here soon on e-learning.
I don't know.
Oh, yes.
Anyway, I'm ready. Whatever.
Okay. Well, no. That's good. That's good, because that's actually, that kind of feeling is why I decided to do this. It's because you need a place to work what you've learned into your reads. You need a place to apply it, to discuss it, to talk about it. And that's what I want to encourage here. That's why we have the structure that we have. So I would do quick reads, then we talk about it. I want to ask as many questions, get as much input as possible, and then get back into it so that we all have a chance to practice the things that we discussed and that we've learned in the past. So speaking of that, why don't we get back to the pumpkin spice taco script? All right, we started with Devin, right? Devin was first?
Yeah.
Yes, and it froze my video again. It says you can't start your video because the host has stopped it. I don't know if you stopped it or if there's something wrong with my connection.
No, I think it's something to do with Zoom. There you go. I kicked your video back on.
There it goes. Okay. Close the door. Hold on.
So now that we have a general idea, okay, but I guess just before we get back into it, was there any other details that you might have wanted to go over about the script? Any other thoughts? Any other ideas? Any other anything? Any other insights? Something maybe we didn't talk quite about or anything? No, everybody's got a fairly good idea of kind of the read that we're going for here.
Well, you know, the sweet cinnamon goodness with a thin sheen of pumpkin glaze wrapped up in a soft mouth-watering beer roll. That's a lot to put in your mouth, isn't it?
Well, yeah,
Take a smaller
you
bite.
take bites at a time.
No,
Yeah.
guys.
You don't dump the whole thing in all at once.
No, but I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Yeah, you could.
I would put I put a comma after pumpkin glaze. So
There you go.
The thin
Yeah,
sheet of pumpkin
break
glaze.
it up how you,
Yeah.
how
I
you,
can see
how you
that.
feel most comfortable. So yeah, like sweet cinnamon goodness with a thin sheet of pumpkin glaze wrapped up in a soft, mouth-watering pepita roll. You can put a break after every single one of the items. So sweet cinnamon goodness is an item. You can go ahead and put a break after that.
Okay.
With a thin sheet of pumpkin glaze is an item wrapped up in a soft, mouth-watering pepita roll. There you go.
Okay.
So you can break it up however you feel most comfortable doing it.
Okay. Are we forgetting that it's 30 seconds? We're not going to go with that?
We're not going to worry about that right now.
Okay.
Right now, we're not going to
No.
worry about that. We're going
All
for
right.
the performance.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So
Let
take
the
it
editor
whenever
worry
you're
about
ready.
making it 30 seconds.
they can compress it if they need to.
Or slice it and dice it.
All right. So we're rolling,
Yeah.
starting. Okay. All right then. Well, this autumn, Taco Bell is serving up something just a little different. Well, different for us anyway. Now through December 1st, grab a crispy pumpkin spice taco at participating Taco Bell restaurants. No, we haven't completely lost our minds. The crispy pumpkin spice taco is for desserts. Sweet cinnamon goodness with a thin sheen of pumpkin glaze wrapped up in a soft, mouth-watering pepita roll. And you thought you'd seen everything this season can deliver. The crispy pumpkin spice taco. Only 99 cents and only a Taco Bell.
All right, opening it up. What did everybody think of that read?
Devin, it sounded like you were reading. I'm sorry. It
Mhm.
just, it's all I could say is it just sounded like you were just reading it.
Yeah.
But she was reading it.
No, that's
Don't
It
let them
just-
bully you, Devin. You were reading it.
It just sounded a
supposed to
little slow. It just sounded a little slow. But,
Yeah.
That's
I'm
my
just-
problem.
I didn't hear
when
any
people say-
inflection.
Kind of a little less urban, a little more like, oh man, I'm so tired. just a little bit of that feel to it.
like you were disenchanted from it. It
Okay,
was,
good word. Yeah, disenchanted.
or
Yeah.
I'm finding hard to find that space in between where it's very relaxed and where people are still thinking I'm too over the top.
No,
Well,
I get it.
and
Yeah, that's what I'm
okay.
worried about.
That's why we're here.
Mhm.
So that's okay to struggle with. That's totally fine. So
Yeah.
what my one suggestion for this read would be to give it. Let's see. So let's say on a scale from 1 to 10, you were maybe reading at a 3. Why
Okay.
don't
On
we
the
bring the
speed.
energy? Yeah, why don't we bring the energy up to a 5? So maybe a little bit more present, a touch quicker, a little bit more like a little bit more reactionary to whatever it is that's going on. You know, we're introducing something new. No, well, you know, something new for us, anyways.
Okay.
You know what
be
I
a
mean?
little more
Like,
you too. You were
Yeah.
trying to be too relaxed. Be a little bit more you. You are a little bit energetic, and it's just enough. Because when you were just talking to us, explaining it to us, it was
Right,
like,
but on my first read, everyone thought I was still too much though and too energetic.
no.
Well,
just
that was
you-
general. I don't think we gave a specific. I don't think we gave specific direction to anybody. I think that was just generally, like we just talked about generally. Honestly, I really feel that if you were able to just channel, like, just be yourself, just be Devin. Read this as Devin, and be okay to make your own like comment on what you're saying. I mean, that's what it's saying. Well, different for us anyway. You know, you're reacting to yourself.
read it
So this is
read it like you're talking to your 18-year-old kid or something. You know, you're just telling them about it.
Okay.
I know.
I mean,
I know, Devin. I
I
get
don't
it.
have kids, but okay.
but you know what I'm
No,
saying. I don't have kids
Yeah.
either.
Like
But
you.
somebody tells me that, I understand what they're saying.
Right. Okay.
Uh,
Okay, well, we're gonna go to Taco Bell then. So, want me to just go ahead and get into it then?
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. Dive on in.
Okay. All right, well, let's go to Taco Bell. Because this autumn, Taco Bell is serving up something just a little different. Well, different for us anyway. Now through December 1st, grab a crispy pumpkin spice taco at participating Taco Bell restaurants. No, we haven't completely lost our minds. The crispy pumpkin spice taco is for dessert. Sweet cinnamon goodness with that thin sheen of pumpkin glaze, wrapped up in a soft, mouth-watering pepita roll. And you thought you'd seen everything this season can deliver. The crispy pumpkin spice taco, only 99 cents, and only at Taco Bell.
Okay, what did everybody think?
it was better,
Better than the first one.
Okay.
for sure.
Definitely.
And
So
you punk-
let's.
Little salesy in a few places. I thought when you put an upward inflection, like at the end when you go only 99 cents and only at Taco Bell. You know, when you
But that's how I really talk.
But isn't it supposed to be a little salesy anyway? Just a tad? I mean, look at the
So,
script.
yeah. Well, here, let's. Here's
I,
another way to
I
approach
agree,
this
Janet, but
Okay.
Here's another way we can approach the script. This is the script is a little bit self-aware that it's a sales pitch. It's a little self-aware that it is, and in that you're commenting on yourself at the same time. See, this autumn Taco Bell is serving up something just a little different. Well, different for us anyway. So you see how it goes from like, yeah, we're talking, yeah, this is part of what I'm supposed to be reading, but I'm also sort of making my own comments about the whole thing. Now
I
through
see.
December 1st, grab a crispy chicken,
Okay.
pumpkin spice taco at participating Taco Bell restaurants. So that's the sales. Going back to commenting on yourself. No, we haven't completely lost our minds. The crispy pumpkin spice tacos for dessert. Like
Mhm.
you're putting your own commentary on the whole thing.
Okay.
Okay. I struggle with the slower pace. I do.
Well, you know what? Then go ahead and pick it up. Pick it up. Just read at your natural pace. Just
All right.
wipe all the preconceived notions. Let's just hear Devin.
Okay.
All right.
because I don't know personally, I know like nieces and nephews, and they're that urban flair millennial dynamic, and when they talk, it's like it's all. I swear to God, it's bordering 80s Valley Girl sometime when one of our nieces talks.
Oh my God.
So
I
I
got
mean, they're just motor mouths.
My son, if he wasn't from Middle Tennessee, I mean, he grew up over in this area, but same time, the way he sounds, because he's picked up on his mother's Michigan accent, he kind of has this like almost surfer kind of thing going on. Hey, Dad, you know what? Yeah, I got this thing going on.
Interesting. That's funny.
All right.
All right, Devin. I'm ready.
So let's let's go to Taco Bell then, because this awesome. Okay, yeah, let's go to Taco Bell. This autumn, Taco Bell is serving up something just a little different. Well, different for us anyway. Now through December 1st, grab a crispy pumpkin spice taco at participating Taco Bell restaurants. No, we haven't completely lost our minds. The crispy pumpkin spice taco is for dessert. Sweet cinnamon goodness with a thin sheen of pumpkin glaze, wrapped up in a soft, mouth-watering pepita roll. And you thought you'd seen everything this season can deliver. Huh. The crispy pumpkin spice taco, only 99 cents and only at Taco Bell.
I see
not
the
connecting with
self-judgment
this.
happening.
No, try not to, but I'm not
Self-judgment
connecting with
happening.
this.
I actually liked it.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that was actually a really solid read. Mhm.
Yeah.
I really liked it. Minor things,
So
but
weird and awkward. Cool.
sometimes
I'll
that's what
play
it
it
takes.
back later.
Anybody else? Does anybody else have anything they'd like to say? Anybody who's
It's the one
watching
you
or
don't
anybody else?
think is going to pass is the one that is your best read most of the time.
I do want to hear you read from "and you thought" through the end, because you keep on breaking up, and you thought you'd seen everything.
Okay, well, we just like do a one quick read through.
Yeah, just a one-off from there.
Okay, let's head on over to Taco Bell. This autumn, Taco Bell is serving up something just a little different. Well, different to us anyway. Now through December 1st, grab a crispy pumpkin spice taco at participating Taco Bell restaurants. No, we haven't completely lost our minds. The crispy pumpkin spice taco is for dessert. Sweet cinnamon goodness with a thin sheen of pumpkin glaze, wrapped up in a soft, mouth-watering pepita roll. And you thought you'd seen everything this season can deliver. The crispy pumpkin spice taco, only 99 cents and only at Taco Bell.
There you go.
Good read.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay.
You were
All right,
very
then-
you were very
what?
uncomfortable with that. You were very uncomfortable with that read, weren't you?
Yeah, but as long as it sounded okay to you, I guess that's all that matters.
It's the read where your heart is racing, going, "Oh God, am I gonna get this?" And then you got.
It's
Do you
those
golf,
read- those
do you golf, Devin?
No.
Okay, never mind.
That's one of those reads
Oh,
where
yes.
you start
Now
out with something and just keep on going with it. Even though
I was just going to say I golf, and I had a golf instructor once who told me the proper golf grip and swing is the most unnatural, most uncomfortable thing you're ever going to do. It goes against everything you want to do with a golf club in your hand, but it's how you hit the ball over 300 yards.
Okay.
So if you're feeling uncomfortable sometimes, it might be uncomfortable, but you know what? It's the way to do it sometimes.
Okay.
So
Thank you. All right.
Well, all right.
I don't know if that
So-
helps or if I'm just being an idiot, but whatever.
No, that is actually very true, Frank. It does help.
All right. It's
So
my
next
turn.
was
right?
Janet, right? Janet, right?
Yeah.
All
Okay.
right, Janet,
I'm
go for it.
scared. I'm scared.
Don't be. Just don't. Here, try it this way. So we did a lot of talking. Yes, we did a lot of pointing everything out. Ignore all that. Go for a read. We'll work with you from there.
All right. Here we go. This autumn, Taco Bell is serving up. Wait, I'm sorry. Apologies. This autumn, Taco Bell is serving up something just a little different. Well, different for us anyway. Now through December 1st, grab a crispy pumpkin spice taco at participating Taco Bell restaurants. No, we haven't completely lost our minds. The crispy pumpkin spice taco is for dessert. Sweet cinnamon goodness with a sheen of pumpkin glaze, wrapped up in a soft, mouth-watering pepita roll. And you thought you'd seen everything this season can deliver. Ha! The crispy pumpkin spice taco, only 99 cents, and only at Taco Bell. All right, share me a new one.
No, come on. It's not always that way. Not always
No
that
tearing a new one.
way.
I said this the first time I heard you read, and I'll say it again. I absolutely love your voice.
Wow, really?
I do.
Oh,
There's just
man.
something so special and unique about it, especially when you do the ha and when you laugh. My goodness me. I don't know how you're not landing cartoon roles in that, because it is just perfect for that kind of stuff.
Oh, you're so sweet.
You want to
Oh.
do something fun, go out and audition for cartoons and that, because I swear you would land a ton. I think you would land a ton of stuff. You really
Oh.
would.
Wow, cool. Yeah, I know. I look, I go on LinkedIn and I do all that. You know how hard it is to find these clients? Well, you guys know.
Oh yes.
It's hard.
I think if
Yes, it's
anybody
very
does,
hard.
this group knows.
Oh yeah.
Nuts, man. It's
It's
like a catch
very
22.
hard.
Yeah.
We
So
all know.
here's what I noticed.
Okay.
The natural read that you went into was very clinical. It was very sort of, everything was delivered the exact same way.
Okay.
The only little bit of extra personality that was thrown in there was when you hit the ha. Everything else is red, though, with pretty much this cadence. This autumn, Taco Bell is serving up something just a little different. Well, different for us anyway. Now through December 1st, grab a crispy, it was that. It started off high and then it ends off low. And then it started off high and then it ends off low. And this is, I think, your VO voice. Now, what I mean by VO voice is this happens a lot, and it happens a lot to many different people, is that there is a particular style of read that you seem to default to, regardless of what script you pick up.
Okay.
And for
I do
some
that too.
people, it's really severe. Like, hey, Nathan, do you remember Jane?
Yes.
For some people, the VO voice is really severe, and it takes a lot of breaking out. For others, it's not so bad. Other people can really, really do catch on to this. Okay, yeah, I am sort of falling into my normal read. What's really being asked here? How much life can I give this script? Well, like I said with Devin, this script is sort of 50-50. This is half you being corporate and half you commenting on you being corporate.
Okay.
But can you see how that dynamic is happening?
Yes.
This autumn, Taco Bell is serving up something just a little different. Well, different for us anyway. You see, so during the different for us anyway, this is you sort of taking the liberty to say, hey, yeah, actually, it's not like super different. It's just different for what we normally do.
Mm-hmm.
So this would be like, you got to know something so well that when you do the official presentation for that thing that you come to know so well, you're able to make your own personal comments on it.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
I mean, we can take a look at where those two sort of break apart, where we go for that corporate sort of self-aware read. So at the very beginning, this autumn, Taco Bell is serving up something just a little different. That's sales speak. I mean, come on, that's absolutely sales speak. But then you break away from it. Well, different for us anyway. So that's personal speak. We go back to sales speak. Now through December 1st, grab a crispy pumpkin spice taco, and then we go back to personal speak. No, we haven't completely lost our minds. You kind of become aware that, oh, that's a little bit ridiculous. We haven't completely lost our minds. The crispy pumpkin spice tacos for dessert. So that's personal speak.
And this spot, I mean, now that I saw everything up top, because obviously my first read was like out the window. It's
why we love you, Frank.
You're having a conversation with somebody. You just don't hear the other side of the conversation. So you're sitting down and you're having a coffee, or you're having a martini or something like that with somebody, and you're talking to them. So, I mean, editing and software and all that has gotten to the point. Throw in answers, like you're answering questions to them.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're starting off a conversation. So it's like, so this autumn, Taco Bell is serving up something just a little different. Like you're starting a conversation, and they say, well, what's that? Well, I mean, it's different for us anyway. But I mean, keep in mind, a good producer, and if you're recording for Taco Bell, chances are you're working with a really good producer. They can edit out some of the extra stuff you throw in. So if you need to throw in a few extra words here and there to get you into the right read, sentence by sentence by sentence, it's probably not a big deal, because like I said, you can edit out a lot of that stuff, but still grasp the sentence that needs to be done in the inflection that it needs to be done for a conversation.
Yeah, this actually reminds me of something that I learned through my training. It's that if you want to home in on a particular style of read, then think about the reaction that you want the listener to have in their head, and write that reaction down specifically in the script. So this autumn, Taco Bell is serving up something just a little different. So
what do you mean? What do you mean different?
Exactly. There you go. So you can write in there, what do you mean different? Well, different for us anyway. Now,
Well, explain. What do you
1st,
mean?
Mm-hmm.
So like, picture in your mind the conversation, like what the person you're talking to is going to answer, because you're telling them something. So their question is, well, what do you mean different? Well, I mean, it's different for us anyway.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, how do you mean? Well, now through December 1st, you know what I mean? Like, you're answering their question. So this is one side of a conversation. So in your mind, play what the other person is thinking. Even if you have to wait a second, It doesn't have to flow perfectly. Even if you have to wait a second or two between sentences, like play in your mind, well, what would the person be answering to you at that?
Right.
And then answer the question. So that way it becomes more conversational at that point.
Okay.
You started out very enunciated, the diction was like participating. You actually said it out where it did not come out casual. Like as you could progress throughout the thing, it came out a little more casual and more relaxed.
All right. Okay. Yeah.
But going back a little bit to what Frank and I were talking about, that's actually part of self-direction. Like when you're on your own, if you want to home in on a particular read, first you have to find out exactly what the script is trying to say. You have to find out specifically the reaction that you want out of your or specifically the story behind the script, like what is really being said. And then second, you have to think about the kinds of reactions that you want your listener to have and input those reactions into the script. All of that gives you a two-way conversation you were not having before.
Okay.
So if you're doing this on your own, you just pull up the script, you look at the directions, and you try to follow the directions, you're having a one-way conversation. But if you try to take the script, try to find out what the story is behind the script and what a reaction that the person who's listening is supposed to have to you, both of those turn it into a two-way conversation that was not being had prior.
All right. All right. With that in mind. Okay,
now let's get back into it. Just put yourself, put your life, put your personality into this next read.
Okay. Here we go. Oh God, let's see. This autumn, even that sounds like I'm articulating this. Okay, hold on. Let me just
picture it like this, Janet. What if I said to you, "Hey, Janet, so what's new?"
Nothing much. What do you mean?
Well, like you work at Taco Bell. What's new? What's new at Taco Bell? What are you guys up to there?
Oh well, this autumn, Taco Bell is serving up something just a little different.
What do you mean different? It's tacos.
Well, different for us anyway.
Well, tell me more. What about it?
Now through December 1st, grab a crispy pumpkin spice taco at participating Taco Bell restaurants.
Seriously? Pumpkin spice? No, you're crazy.
No, we haven't completely lost our minds. The crispy pumpkin spice taco is for dessert.
Oh, okay. Well, what's it got on it?
Sweet cinnamon goodness with a thin sheen of pumpkin glaze wrapped up in a soft, mouth-watering pepita roll.
Oh, that sounds good.
And you thought you'd seen everything this season can deliver. Ha!
Oh, well, there you go. You proved me wrong.
The crispy pumpkin spice taco, only 99 cents, and only at Taco Bell.
Let's go get one.
That's not
nicely done.
And that's the conversation that you weren't having prior.
Right.
So do you see how writing in a response to what's going on
yes
really help you change it up? Thank you very much for doing that, Frank. That was on point.
Awesome.
Yeah, thanks, Frank.
You're welcome.
Can we just keep Frank for our auditions and just patch in every day and help?
I think I got some spots coming up.
Here are your lines.
Oh yeah. Well, that being thrown off by the corporate stuff, okay, I had to say from the staff at, okay, and well, it was supposed to sound warm, friendly, inviting, and I'm having to use the term staff.
Thanks, Juliana.
Sound warm, friendly, and inviting.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, I was in here going, okay, I was rehearsing it 20 ways to Sunday, trying to make staff sound like something warm, friendly, and inviting to the listener.
Janet.
So now with that all in mind, Janet, read it once by yourself.
Okay.
Sorry, Michael. I didn't mean to cut you off. My apologies.
It's okay.
Janet, I noticed that when he first asked you what's going on, you said nothing much, and you didn't articulate your G. You just said nothing much. Where that first time he had asked you a question, and you didn't go nothing much. Right. It was just nothing much.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I get it. All right. I'll try to
go for it.
All right. This autumn, Taco Bell is serving up something just a little different. Well, different for us anyway. Now through December 1st, grab a crispy pumpkin spice taco at participating Taco Bell restaurants. No, we haven't completely lost our minds. The crispy pumpkin spice taco is for dessert. Sweet cinnamon goodness with a thin sheen of pumpkin glaze wrapped up in a sweet cinnamon goodness with a thin sheen of pumpkin glaze wrapped up in a soft, mouth-watering pepita roll. And you thought you'd seen everything this season can deliver. Ha! A crispy pumpkin spice taco. Only 99 cents and only at Taco Bell. Oh,
All right. What did everybody think?
I don't know.
Fantastic.
It works.
Golf clap.
Yeah, it was better because I hated it. So maybe that.
Oh,
Hey.
that's the
Why?
golf swing.
Why?
There's the golf
Why?
swing, Reed.
No,
What
no, no,
did you
no.
hate
Don't.
about it? No, I want to know what was going through your head. What did you hate about it?
Oh, I just got tripped up and
That's
I
fine.
was trying to ask the questions to myself, like Frank did with me, and whatever. I'm
Well, it's
happy.
okay. It's okay to take a few breaks in between the lines to do that in your head. It's totally fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So on our end, obviously, you just cut all those out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't got some guy
Use
going,
the effects.
okay. Time.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. Okay. I know.
No, we're actually making pretty good time on this, so you're okay to take your time
Yeah.
with it. But
Okay. All right. Well, good.
That was
As-
actually
one
a
thing-
good read.
one thing that I did want to note before you went into that, I noticed that you really didn't like the way you said this autumn at the very beginning.
Yeah.
I really wish that you were here for our How to Sound Announcery mic check, because that was really insightful.
Yeah.
The reason why is because you put the emphasis on this rather than autumn. So you said this autumn.
Oh,
Do
okay.
you hear that?
Yeah.
This autumn
Yeah.
instead of this autumn.
Right. Right. I got you.
So
Yeah.
yeah, if it doesn't sound right, it's probably because you're hitting the wrong words in it.
Okay.
It's more important that they know it's the autumn, not that it's this autumn. You know, that's the number one way to go into like movie announcer review. This
All
autumn,
right. Okay. That's
Taco
good.
Bell is serving up
Taco Bell is
just
serving
a
up
little
something
different.
just a little different.
Okay. Okay.
So
Ready,
yeah.
PG-13.
Yeah, oftentimes you can fix a lot of that announcery feel that you might notice in your own reads or that you might notice in somebody else's reads by shifting the emphasis to other words. Because the things that really sound announcery are, linking words. And, this too can be yours for 99 cents. You can,
Okay. Yeah.
it's linking
Pronouns.
words oftentimes. Yeah, pronouns. You can get yours today.
Okay.
What if you do that naturally? Or am I supposed to break that habit now? I actually talk to my husband that way. You're saying I'm
Oh.
okay, but now I know
You're just making-
not to do
You're
that.
just
Okay.
making sure he can hear you.
In some
Are
situations,
you listening to me?
in some situations, it can work like that. Yeah. Are you listening to me?
Okay.
But if you did want to get rid of that, you put the emphasis on listening. Are
Listening.
you listening to me?
Right. I got you.
Do you see?
Okay.
It's the same feeling, just a different. It's on a different place in the sentence. And
Okay.
oftentimes, moving those particular enunciations or particular emphases can really change the feel of your script.
Mhm.
So just watch where you put those. I think that's going to be the most important thing.
Okay.
I thought
So-
you were gonna lead out with nothing much for your read because of the way you did it last time. Nothing much. This autumn.
Nothing much. Just working at Taco Bell.
This autumn.
Taco Bell. Well, this autumn. You see, but did you see how when you're responding to the question, you
Yes.
automatically move from this autumn to this autumn? I noticed that in your read.
Mm-hmm.
In the read before you worked with Frank, you said this autumn, and in the read afterwards, your natural response was this autumn.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I hear
So,
you.
Yeah, so Frank really highlighted this as a very important thing to do in your scripts, especially solo, is make sure that if you can, make it a two-way conversation. Talk to
Okay.
somebody else. Write their responses on your script, because that's going to change a lot about the way that you
Deliver
you
it.
deliver it.
Okay. Okay. All right. Cool.
So who's up next?
Nathan.
Yes, it was me, and I'm not muted this time.
Yes, we can now hear you.
I didn't mute.
All right, Nathan, whenever you're ready.
Hey, this autumn, Taco Bell's serving up something just a little different. It's, well, different for us anyway. Now through December 1st, grab you a crispy pumpkin spice taco at participating Taco Bell restaurants. Nah, man, we haven't completely lost our minds. The crispy pumpkin spice taco is for dessert. Crispy cinnamon goodness with a thin sheet of pumpkin glaze wrapped up in a soft, mouth-watering pepita roll. And you thought you'd seen everything this season can deliver. The crispy pumpkin spice taco. Only 99 cents and only at Taco Bell.
Crispy cinnamon goodness, huh?
Yeah, crispy instead of sweet. That was good.
I thought I did.
I loved that. Crispy.
I transposed.
Anything else? What did anybody else notice? Like specifically about his read?
Something was off. I couldn't quite place it.
I think
Well, it was a character. I mean, it was a.
No, that was actually his voice.
That's actually me.
What?
Be a little bit more relaxed.
Nathan. No.
Well, see, when I was 30 years old, this is exactly what I sounded like. And I trained myself to sound a little bit lower because, well,
Yeah,
when you're working around a bunch of burly construction dudes, you don't want to sound like a kid.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I couldn't place it. There was something. I'd have to hear the whole thing again to point it out.
So what it was is I noticed, Nathan, that every time you go into a higher register voice, you automatically start going to a cartoon feel. And I think that was what happened this time around. I think that's what it was sort of throwing off. It felt like more of a cartoon script than it was.
Yeah, okay, I agree with that, Mike. Yeah,
like
that's
a calm sort of.
That's probably it.
Yeah, probably so. Gave me just a little bit of that.
Because I get it. When you're behind the microphone, you want to play, and I totally understand. I absolutely do. This one requires you to play within a certain series of bounds, though.
Okay.
I know we have Frank on hand if you want to have a conversation.
No, I'll just try to bring it down a little bit and lower the register. This autumn, Taco Bell's serving up something just a little different. It's, well, different for us anyway. Now through December 1st, grab you a crispy pumpkin spice taco at participating Taco Bell restaurants. Nah, man, we haven't completely lost our minds. The crispy pumpkin spice taco is for dessert. Sweet cinnamon goodness with a thin sheen of pumpkin glaze wrapped up in a soft, mouth-watering pepita roll. And you thought you'd seen everything this season can deliver. The crispy pumpkin spice taco, only 99 cents and only at Taco Bell.
All right, opening it up. What did everybody think?
That delivery at the end, and you thought you'd seen everything this season can deliver. The I guess you can interpret it two different ways. You know what I mean? Like they're laughing at you, and you thought you'd seen everything this season can deliver. You know, but I noticed yours was like laughter from somewhere. I don't know where,
yeah,
but
just a little bit of a chuckle instead of the ha, because it just ha is implying something along those lines, at least to me.
Mm-hmm.
So I just marked out ha and I wrote chuckle,
okay.
and then went with that.
Yeah.
Um,
No, it was better. I liked it. It was fine.
if we're trying to go for a conversational read, that was not conversational.
Okay.
That was straight up corporate. There wasn't a lot of conversationality to it. The spots you were hitting, the different posts you were hitting, as far as the different words and all that stuff, to me, it just sounded like I know it is a radio commercial, Nathan. I understand
Yes.
that. It sounded just like a straight up announcer read radio commercial. It didn't sound conversational at all to me.
I'm going to throw in a little something to make it sound a little more conversational. It might sound a little too, I don't know, over the top, but I'm going to do this. This autumn, Taco Bell serving up something just a little different. It's
See right there.
different for us anyway.
Yeah, but see right there when you go serving up something just a little different. I mean, that right there, people wouldn't say it like that. They would just roll right through it. They wouldn't stop and put the emphasis on just a little different.
I got what you're saying. Okay. This autumn, Taco Bell serving up something just a little different. It's, different for us anyway. Now through December 1st, grab your crispy pumpkin spice taco at participating Taco Bell restaurants. No, man, we haven't completely lost our minds. The crispy pumpkin spice taco is for dessert. Sweet cinnamon.
Don't hit it like that. Don't stop. Just no. The crispy pumpkin is for dessert. Like you're stopping and then is for dessert.
Yeah.
People don't talk like that.
No, man, we haven't completely lost our minds. The crispy pumpkin spice taco is for dessert. Sweet cinnamon goodness with a thin sheet of pumpkin glaze wrapped in a soft, mouth-watering pepita roll. And you thought you'd seen everything this season can deliver. This crispy pumpkin spice taco, only 99 cents at Taco Bell.
Yeah. See, that's what makes it corporate, and that's what makes it a commercial, is when you start stopping and slowing down and emphasizing every word, because people just don't talk like that as a rule. People just talk like we're talking, and you just roll through. I like the way you did that. I like the character, the accent.
Yeah, it was a good character. I do agree that you definitely hit those parts a little too hard. I think what you need to work in or add to that character, and what you did during your second reads, is instead of stopping and enunciating just a little different, shrug it just a little different.
Okay.
You get what I mean? Like, do you feel the difference there?
Yeah.
So like just a little different.
Just a little different.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. Shrug it off. Go for it again. And at those more salesy sounding points, especially with price points, words like participating or whatever, shrug them.
This autumn, Taco Bell is serving up something just a little different. It's, different for us anyway. Now through December 1st, grab your crispy pumpkin spice taco at participating Taco Bell restaurants. No, man. We haven't completely lost our minds. The crispy pumpkin spice taco is for dessert. Sweet cinnamon goodness with a thin sheen of pumpkin glaze wrapped up in a soft, mouth-watering pepita roll. And you thought you'd seen everything this season can deliver. The crispy pumpkin spice taco, only 99 cents and only at Taco Bell.
Yeah, much better. Other than just that part where you transition there from mouth-watering pepita roll into that, and you thought you'd seen everything. Other than that, and there it was a really solid read.
Mm-hmm. My one nitpick would be you emphasized only both times at the end.
Yeah, I was going to say that too.
Only 99 cents.
Only 99
only
cents.
A Taco Bell.
That's another place you can shrug. Only 99 cents.
99 cents.
Only a Taco Bell.
Cents and only a Taco Bell.
Yeah, only 99 cents and only a Taco Bell. Hey, forget about it, like you said.
Forget about it.
No, but yeah, good job.
Yeah.
All right, who was up next?
Would be me.
It would be Dan.
That would be Dan.
All right, Dan, give us your best Dan read.
Go, Dan.
Yay, Dan. Dan, he's the man.
This autumn, Taco Bell is serving up something just a little different. Well, different for us anyway. Now through December 1st, grab a crispy pumpkin spice taco at participating Taco Bell restaurants. No, we haven't completely lost our minds. The crispy pumpkin spice taco is for dessert. Sweet cinnamon goodness with a thin sheet of pumpkin glaze wrapped up in a soft, mouth-watering pepita roll. And you thought you'd seen everything this season can deliver. Ha! The crispy pumpkin spice taco, only 99 cents and only at Taco Bell.
All right, what did everybody think of that read?
Nice, relaxed. It was a Dan read. You know, the Texan next door.
I tried not to put an accent. Did I put this accent in there?
No, not a big
Okay.
one, but it's still it comes through a touch, but still.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it
So-
wasn't. I thought it was a good read. I didn't think it was
Mhm.
bad at all.
No.
It felt a little uncomfortable at the ha. It felt like that was forced a little
Oh,
too
okay.
much.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh,
Because that was like sort of this one random spike of energy.
You know what you could try? You know what you could try, Dan? What anybody can try, really. Instead of actually having a specific ha or a laugh or something like that, slightly chuckle that whole line, and you thought you'd seen everything this season can deliver. Instead of having just the ha, like making that stand out, just
Yeah.
kind of chuckle that whole line.
Yeah.
Well,
that makes sense.
the only issue with that is that
Mm.
a lot of producers take that as you being really uncomfortable,
Oh.
and would probably
Mm.
ask you to retake that line.
Oh, okay.
So it may work. I would say, if you are in a session, go ahead and give it a try. But generally, when you start giggling or laughing a line out, you sound more. I'm trying to make this sound like more of a real person read, and I don't know what I'm doing, rather than well, whatever.
Yeah. It just and I hear what you're saying. It's just to me that to me also sounds more like when someone is having a conversation, they would do it like that. You wouldn't say, and you thought everything you see.
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
you could
when
also
people
just
are
make it like
hanging out, they do laugh through their lines.
What's that?
Two people are just hanging out, they would actually laugh through their lines or chuckle or giggle through a line when they're just having a conversation if they were really making each
Oh,
other
yeah.
laugh.
Yeah, that total ha just made me think of something. Alf.
But you're
Ha!
saying producers. Oh,
This
Here,
is what I
kitty,
was-
kitty, kitty.
But this is what I was talking about before when it came to the actual script breakdown. Is that's more of a generic dismissal sound.
Yes.
It's not necessarily directly a ha. It could be a ha. It could be a. It could be a snort. Yeah.
Yeah.
Once again, Michael, we're not even listening to you. Dan has a cat.
Yeah. We're on the internet.
Stop upstaging.
You've been outvoted by the kitty cat, Michael.
Yes,
I've got 4 of them in here.
Yet another cat video on YouTube brought to you by the Mic Check.
and I'm gonna have to break out my dog if you don't stop it.
I don't like cats. They're just in my. They just crawl in here whenever I'm here.
I don't
What?
like them, but I have
don't
4
like
of them.
cats. I don't know where they come from. I just
No,
see
I'm trying to get
show
rid of
on
them.
Screen. I have no idea what's going on. These cats just appear out of nowhere.
One of them climbed all the way up onto my shoulder earlier.
I just don't why.
All right.
Sorry. Anyways, I didn't mean to cut you off, Michael. My apologies.
But Michael, you're saying that
So-
producers generally will perceive that as being uncomfortable.
Nervous.
Even if it is
Well, I mean-
genuine, it's still perceived that way.
Yeah, because I mean, there's
Okay.
there's other ways that you can do it. Again, oftentimes those ha or the like the th hyphen thank you, like that stutter or something like that. It's not supposed to be directly that. It's trying to portray something else. So like this ha is like a almost some sort of like dismissal sound.
And you thought you'd seen everything this season can deliver.
Or changing the position of the ha.
Yeah.
In front of the sentence.
Yeah, it's
You thought-
a generic sort of dismissal sound. Just like the stuttering before certain words is a generic sound trying to portray a particular kind of emotion. And I
Gotcha.
think, and this is where I'm going with, this is why you need to find out what's going on in the background of these scripts. Why you need to come up with a story, like who these people are, what's going on. Because if you focus mostly on that and not necessarily specifically the script, you're more likely to sound like a real person, and you're more likely to catch somebody's attention.
Death Autumn.
So yeah, do I bet Mike Tyson?
Oh, you my Mike Tyson.
Death Autumn, I'm gonna punch your lights out. But yeah, so just make that a more generic sort of dismissal sound rather than a specific ha, and give it another go.
All right. Let me lean back against my door here. This autumn, Taco Bell is serving up something just a little different. Well, different for us anyway. Now through December 1st, now I just sound. Now through December 1st, grab a crispy pumpkin spice taco at participating Taco Bell restaurants. No, we haven't completely lost our minds. No, we haven't completely lost our minds. The crispy pumpkin spice taco is for dessert. Sweet cinnamon goodness with a thin sheen of pumpkin glaze, wrapped up in a soft, mouth-watering pepita roll. And you thought you'd seen everything this season can deliver. The crispy pumpkin spice taco, only 99 cents and only at Taco Bell. I did the onlys. Don't pull it in.
Well, not only did you do the onlys, but you also second-guessed yourself.
Yes.
Yeah. Hmm. Interesting.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Devin.
No.
No.
Galena.
Oh, I'll see you.
Galena.
Oh,
Bye, Galena. Thanks for joining
I
us.
thought you were
Bye.
leaving. Sorry.
Thanks for
Bye,
joining
Devin.
us.
The host has my camera off.
Thank you, Zoom.
You
I'm doing
turned
nothing.
Everybody's cameras off.
There.
No, it's Zoom. Zoom is weird lately. It's
Yeah, well,
something's-
I think it's trying
Yeah.
to.
Yeah, if I turn mine off, it locks.
Yeah, that's what happened. Yeah.
You did you too? Okay, it's not just me.
Yeah, no, I went to
Okay.
the washroom. I locked it and then it wouldn't come back on.
So, Dan, I think it probably needs a touch more energy
Okay.
in your read. A touch
Something
more
just a little different.
personality.
Well,
Yeah.
I'll stand
Yeah.
up this time then.
Okay. And you second and third guessed yourself with that ha. Your first instinct on it was good. I thought it was totally fine.
Oh no,
didn't
I
have
was
any
still
issues
trying
with
not to
that.
laugh. I was trying not to laugh, and it just kept on ha ha ha.
but it's funny, right?
Yeah, take the emphasis on the onlys.
Yeah, I did it that time. I didn't do it the first time though.
All right,
All
give
right.
us another read.
This autumn, Taco Bell is serving up something just a little different. Well, different for us anyway. Now through December 1st, grab a crispy pumpkin spice taco at participating Taco Bell restaurants. No, we haven't completely lost our minds. The crispy pumpkin spice taco is for dessert. Sweet cinnamon goodness with a thin sheen of pumpkin glaze wrapped around it. Sweet cinnamon goodness with a thin sheen of sheet. Sweet cinnamon goodness with a thin sheet of, I keep on saying sheet. Sweet cinnamon goodness with a thin sheen of pumpkin glaze, wrapped up in a soft, mouth-watering pepita roll. And you thought you'd seen everything this season can deliver. I guess.
Dan is caught in a laugh loop.
Laughter is good for the heart.
The crispy pumpkin spice taco, only 99 cents and only at Taco Bell.
All right. Well, apparently that's a very hilarious script. What did everybody think of that read?
That actually his getting stuck in laughter there just for a few minutes actually helped the back end of that.
Yeah, it did. It did. It did.
It actually helped. So you playing right into your laughter worked for you. It did.
Whether you meant to or not.
Right.
Ugh.
In spite of yourself.
Sometimes
No,
it's
it did.
intentional stuff that helps.
Nathan really is onto something there. Like after getting the laughs out, like it sounded way more relaxed. It sounded way more just you, and that was
No, I was
that's
actually
perfect.
struggling because I was still trying not to laugh.
Well, whatever the case may be, it worked. It worked for you.
It did. It really did. Thing is, and I saw Richard Horvitz do this. It's actually on a YouTube video. He literally has somebody break their pattern with a laugh. He has them laugh for several minutes, And then he has them start their read right after laughing. And I tried this myself, and it helped me to actually nail a serious read and make it sound more real and believable just by laughing first.
Did this to me last year.
Yes.
we did.
Mhm.
Well, there you go. Another tool you can add to your tool belt.
Yes. Thank you, Richard Horvitz. That's an awesome tool, by the way. We need to have him on the mic check. We really do.
This autumn,
Yeah.
Taco Bell is serving up something just a little different. Well, different for us anyway.
Oh, boy.
Now through December 1st, grab a crispy pumpkin spice taco at participating Taco Bell restaurants.
Can we get a banjo
Nah.
track going on in the background here?
Oh, I got a ukulele over here. I got a ukulele over here. All right, Michael, your turn.
It's my turn. Okay. This autumn, Taco Bell is serving up something just a little different. Well, different for us anyway. Now through December 1st, grab a crispy. Now through December 1st, grab a crispy pumpkin spice taco at participating Taco Bell restaurants. No, we haven't completely lost our minds. The crispy pumpkin spice taco is for dessert. Sweet cinnamon goodness with a thin sheen of pumpkin glaze wrapped up in a soft, mouth-watering pepita roll. And you thought you'd seen everything this season could deliver. The crispy pumpkin spice taco, only 99 cents and only at Taco Bell.
Okay, and this could be me, but it sounded like you read it fast.
Okay.
I agree.
Same
Yeah.
here.
It almost had the I was waiting for the MSRP and the there's just a little bit of
Wow.
the car thing get on there.
Yeah, that's actually what I was thinking when you were reading was car salesman. Sorry, car commercial.
Slaps roof a car. This bad boy can fit so many tacos in it.
And it's only 99 cents. 99
Only
cents down,
99
99 cents a month.
Okay, so slow it down. Was there anything about the read itself I might need to change?
You didn't seem connected to the material.
It didn't seem connected to the material.
Yeah, I don't know how to say that another way.
Like
It
he
was
was-
just more
Like he sounded like he was
like-
reading.
it didn't. It
like
didn't
you
sound
have
like
to
it
say
mattered
this
to
and
me.
you're just saying it.
Okay.
I don't know.
Oh,
All right. Let me give it another try. Let me see if I can change things up a bit here. This autumn, Taco Bell is serving up something just a little different. Well, different for us anyway. Now through December 1st, grab a crispy pumpkin spice taco at participating Taco Bell restaurants. No, we haven't completely lost our minds. The crispy pumpkin spice taco is for dessert. Sweet cinnamon goodness with a thin sheen of pumpkin glaze wrapped up in a soft, mouth-watering pepita roll. And you thought you'd seen everything this season can deliver. The crispy pumpkin spice taco, only 99 cents and only at Taco Bell.
That was better. It was better.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought I heard you emphasize only. We're not supposed to do that, right?
Yeah, I emphasize the first only. I noticed that myself. Yeah.
This is a hard one tonight.
That's
I know,
good.
and it seemed a little
Challenge.
fast again, and it still seemed fast to me.
It still seemed fast. Did anybody else think it was still fast?
I thought it was right on point. You hit 31
Okay, I
seconds.
got a little.
All right, it's me.
Speed was okay though. It got
All
better.
right. Okay.
I don't understand how you got a crispy pumpkin spice taco and it's wrapped up in a soft, mouth-watering pepita roll.
Reasons.
It's Taco Bell.
Yeah, it's Taco Bell. They'll call it whatever they want to. It's their product. Come on, man. It's their fictitious product. Would you like me to try it again a little slower? Because I could do that.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's hear a Michael Zone 1 read.
A Michael Zone 1 read. I don't think this would work with a Zone 1 read, but I can give it a go. This autumn, Taco Bell is serving up something just a little different. Well, different for us anyways. Now through December 1st, grab a crispy pumpkin spice taco at participating Taco Bell restaurants. No, we haven't completely lost our minds. The crispy pumpkin spice taco is for dessert. Sweet cinnamon goodness with a thin sheen of pumpkin glaze wrapped up in a soft, mouth-watering pepita roll. And you thought you'd seen everything this season can deliver. The crispy pumpkin spice taco. Only 99 cents and only at Taco Bell.
And that's why Michael does Zone 1 reads.
Yeah, that was a
Yeah,
good
that
read.
that was good.
Okay,
Very
then,
good,
so
Michael.
my Zone 1 default seems to work. I'm trying to break out of that. I really am.
I know, and I was just doing it just to see how it would sound, and it was probably the best.
Yeah,
read.
safe option.
You see, that's my deal, boys. I default to Zone 1, and I know this about myself.
And the other
Hey,
thing
if
is,
someone books the job.
the
Well,
and
it
you
hasn't
thought you'd
for a
see-
while, so I mean, it's obviously not quite working.
Yeah. But for certain things, it'll help
Mm.
you. I mean, really, you know, especially like if you get back into voicing reality TV.
Oh,
You know?
man. Yeah, that was weird though, because some of it was Zone 1 and some of it was Zone 2, so it actually changed up quite a bit. My
Yeah.
audition for that was Zone 2.
the and you thought you'd seen everything this season can deliver sounded flat to me, but the rest of it was right on point.
And you said anyways instead of anyway.
Well, it's how he talks. That's conversational.
That's definitely conversational because there are some people as like, hey, look, I live in the deep South here. Anyways is a normal way for people to say things. Right? Anyways.
Hi, Paula.
Okay.
Thanks for joining us, Paula.
Okay.
But yeah, your Zone 1 is definitely would definitely work for this script. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
just do the and you thought you'd seen. Well, I guess you got to go send us ahead of that to get.
And you thought you'd seen everything this season had to deliver.
Yeah. Okay. There we
I'll
go.
throw something out there. Why not? Anyway, in the interest of time, let's go ahead and move on. Who was next? Was it Frank or Phil?
Phil.
Phil or Frank?
Phil.
Phil.
Yeah.
Phil.
Yeah. Okay. This autumn, Taco Bell is serving up something just a little different. Well, different for us anyway. Now through December 1st, grab a crispy pumpkin spice taco at participating Taco Bell restaurants. No, we haven't completely lost our minds. The crispy pumpkin spice taco is for dessert. Sweet cinnamon goodness with a thin sheet of pumpkin glaze wrapped up in a soft, mouth-watering pepita roll. And you thought you'd seen everything the season can deliver. The crispy pumpkin spice taco, only 99 cents and only at Taco Bell.
Okay, let's give him some input. What did everybody think?
There was no change between him talking to the customer and talking to himself.
Yeah. And it seemed just a little bit fast paced
I agree.
for a relaxed read. It should have been
Phil?
a little slower.
Sorry.
Are we self-judging here? Because you're not supposed to do that.
Who's doing that?
That's Phil. He's
That was he does sound
so,
effects.
So let's see. I agree with what's been said so far. When you say the actual name of the product, the crispy pumpkin spice taco, you put emphasis on spice right towards the very end, and I think it should just be this slow gradual decline instead of this. So here's what I mean. Let me go ahead and pull it up. You say the crispy pumpkin spice taco. I think it would sound a little bit more natural. The crispy pumpkin spice taco.
Spice taco. Okay.
You know, it's just the crispy pumpkin spice taco. It's just that,
Okay.
That's it. So yeah, remove the emphasis from spice, and I think in general it actually felt really good. You're really close. Just slow it down a little bit and pull the emphasis off of spice. And I think you'll have it.
I have a question. Would he be
All right.
would he be punching just or little in
All
that
right.
first?
Take two.
Would you be punching just or little in that first line?
Yeah, he punched just, and it didn't
Lit-
sound right.
Oh, little. Okay, I'll punch it a little.
different. Yeah, I think little needs a little bit more of the punch rather than just.
Okay. All right. So take two.
Take two. Go for it.
This autumn, Taco Bell is serving up something just a little different. Well, different for us anyway. Now through December 1st, grab a crispy pumpkin spice taco at participating Taco Bell restaurants. No, we haven't completely lost our minds. The crispy pumpkin spice taco is for dessert. Sweet cinnamon goodness with a thin sheet of pumpkin glaze wrapped up in a soft, mouth-watering pepita roll. And you thought you'd seen everything this season can deliver. The crispy pumpkin spice taco. Only 99 cents and only at Taco Bell.
There's the onlys.
Yeah, you hit the onlys again. And you also did the emphasis on spice on the very last one.
Oh, I see what. Yeah, I see it.
Yeah, the crispy
I think
pumpkin spice taco.
That was all I had was the onlys.
The crispy pumpkin spice taco.
Now
No.
you did it again.
Huh. The crispy pumpkin
So
spice taco.
Start from
No, it's
and you thought
pumpkin
you'd seen
spice.
everything.
The crispy pumpkin
spice
spice.
taco.
Okay. I'll put a dash there.
So start from and you thought.
Okay. And you thought you'd seen everything this season can deliver. The crispy pumpkin spice taco. Only 99 cents and only at Taco Bell. Pumpkin
There you go.
spice.
Better.
Yeah.
The crispy pumpkin spice taco. Yeah, there you go. That was good.
All right.
That's your take.
And that's a wrap.
Woo!
Frank.
No, we
Now,
still have Frank.
Right.
All right.
Last but certainly not least, Frank.
This autumn, Taco Bell is serving up something just a little different. Well, different for us anyway. Now through December 1st, grab a crispy pumpkin spice taco at participating Taco Bell restaurants. No, we haven't completely lost our minds. The crispy pumpkin spice taco is for dessert. Sweet cinnamon goodness with a thin sheen of pumpkin glaze wrapped up in a soft mouth-watering pepita roll. And you thought you'd seen everything this season can deliver. The crispy pumpkin spice taco. Only 99 cents and only at Taco Bell.
All right, what did everybody think?
That was very relaxing.
Mhm.
Definitely relaxed.
I did notice a few things.
Do
I
tell.
wonder if anybody else
Yeah.
did.
What? No, let's hear.
All right. I think when you first introduced it, you hit pumpkin really hard. The crispy
Well,
pumpkin spice
and-
taco.
Yeah, because when was the last time you heard of it? That's the only place that I hit it. And I did it on purpose because it is the main crux of the spot, and it is something so different you don't want to glaze over it. No pun intended.
Mhm.
So that's the reason why I deliberately on the very first one hit crispy pumpkin spice taco at Taco Bell, just to emphasize the fact that it's a pumpkin spice taco.
Okay. All I'm saying is I think you could have done that probably a little differently by slowing down crispy pumpkin spice taco instead of hitting pumpkin. To me, that sounded a little odd. I think for the delivery that you had, this is honestly like the biggest issue that I had. So, all in all, really solid read. Otherwise, I just want to put that out there.
Yeah,
But,
no, I hear what you're saying, but I'm just again from my this one I'll defend because like I said, I just think if I'm talking to somebody at a coffee shop or something like that, I'm not gonna December 1st grab a crispy pumpkin spice taco. I probably would talk and I would say it like that. December 1st, grab a crispy pumpkin spice taco. I mean, this is different. It's a pumpkin spice taco, baby. I mean, that's what we're talking about. It's a pumpkin spice. Can you believe it? Pumpkin spice.
There you go. Do pumpkin and spice. Maybe that will smooth it out a little bit. You just hit
maybe both of
pumpkin. You
those.
can hit pumpkin so hard, and then spice dropped way off.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So
I
maybe
think
do
that-
pumpkin
that's what it is.
spice. If you
Crispy
want to
pumpkin
stick with it,
spice taco.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so go ahead, give it another read, but pumpkin spice taco. Like, do the whole thing.
Okay. This autumn, Taco Bell is serving up something just a little different. Well, different for us anyway. Now through December 1st, grab a crispy pumpkin spice taco at participating Taco Bell restaurants. Yeah, I did pumpkin spice taco just like
That
Phil
sounded-
did. Sorry about that. I'll go back to the beginning and start over again. Well, this autumn, Taco Bell is serving up something just a little different. Well, different for us anyway. Now through December 1st, grab a crispy pumpkin spice taco at participating Taco Bells. No, we haven't completely lost our mind. The crispy pumpkin spice taco is for dessert. Sweet cinnamon goodness with a thin sheen of pumpkin glaze wrapped in a soft, mouth-watering pepita roll. And you thought you'd seen everything this season can deliver. The crispy pumpkin spice taco, only 99 cents and only at Taco Bell. I kind of got lost through that line there where you chuckle a little bit.
Yeah, you forgot.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was
it-
waiting for that. I
because-
wanted to hear that.
Yeah.
Because then you emphasize both onlys.
Yeah.
99 cents and only at Taco Bell.
What else?
I think that's really it.
Okay.
Otherwise, all in all, it was a really good read.
I
So-
suck.
Oh,
Yes,
shut
you're
up.
awful for
Yeah,
it.
oh, yeah.
I should have said
actually-
last, but definitely least.
It actually started sounding better when you were laying your hand on your face on your hand.
Yeah.
You started out without it, and then you just laid it down. I
That's
was like,
my usual pose when I'm talking to people is just like this. Surprised I don't have a permanent,
Oh,
Handprint.
bruise handprint on the side of my face, because this is usually how I am when I'm talking to people.
oh.
I'm like
All
Jack.
right, so just give me that last line. The crispy pumpkin spice taco, only 99 cents and only at Taco Bell.
The crispy pumpkin spice taco, only 99 cents and only a Taco Bell.
You hit the second only.
Oh, okay. The crispy pumpkin spice taco, only 99 cents and only a Taco Bell.
There you go. That's it. Perfect.
Wow.
That's it. It's a wrap. We'll
Cut it.
Splice that in. You'll be good.
Excellent.
All right, everybody. That's it.
That's
Thank you
it,
very
huh?
much for That's it. That's everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. If you're watching us on YouTube, make sure to hit that subscribe button and hit the bell to get notifications on. And also check the description so you can actually join us on Mondays and do this live. Be part of our community. Come on, it's awesome. Everybody here has fun, and nobody bites too hard. All right, we will see y'all next week. Take it
Bye.
easy.
Bye.
bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Join us every Monday for free script practice. You can also find the Mic Check on Facebook and Twitter. If you liked what you saw, then subscribe for more.